Greetings, YouTube. My wife and I went and did the rounds this morning on some yard sales, and we found a few things. It wasn't the best yard sailing day, but we did find a few interesting things. We found, for example, this very blue knife. I kind of thought it was an interesting shape, but with the very straight, not completely straight, but very straight edge, and I only paid $1 for it. It comes with a plastic sheath for storage. So I thought I'd give it a try and see if I like the blade shape for cutting. I like the length also. I don't have a knife quite that large. At the moment, my good knives are kind of a shorter size than that. My wife got some knitting needles. These are round for making tubes in 5 different sizes for $2. You can't really beat that. Got a couple of books. Haunted Salem and Stalingrad, The Fateful Siege, 1942 to 1943. Indiana Jones trilogy, which I got for $10, which I thought was kind of a nice deal. The guy wanted 20. I offered him 10, and he took it. And for $2, I bought myself a heat gun. Now, you'll hear a little list of what things you can do with the heat gun, but basically, this is a supercharged hairdryer. It sends out a column of very hot air. You do not want this hot air anywhere near your flesh or anything that you value, because it will burn through it. It's got 2 settings. But it's good for like shrink wrapping, tubing on electrical cables, softening plastic, loosening paint if you want to scrape it. You know, like obviously you don't want to do a large piece, but if you have something small you want to do, this is a way to do that. Things like that. And I picked it up for $2. So I figured, $2 I can't lose. Add to my collection of tools. So that's what we did today. Not all that much stuff, but we had a good time. I got to drive around. Unfortunately, we ran into a road race that was like completely unidentified, and suddenly found ourselves caught in the traffic going to the road race. We couldn't get out of it. It was somewhat annoying. It was not well publicized, because if it had been, I wouldn't have driven down that road. But other than that, it was a fairly pleasant day. We came back, had some lunch, and now I get to go do some yard stuff. I have to take out a small stump. My wife's going to go and take care of replacing the innards on a toilet. Ooh, the joys of home ownership. Hope you had a good weekend.